What's up everybody, Mystically's here, and today we're doing the $100 Game Challenge NES edition, where you try to find the best games you can find without going over $100. Stick around to see what my picks are. So in today's video, we're going to be doing the $100 Game Collection Challenge, NES edition. So we assume you already went out and got a console, and you have $100 to buy yourself a game collection. It's a video line's been getting passed around the retro game community. I first picked it up from Gaming Off the Grid. Now I'm throwing my hat in the ring for a video. I'm going to start my list off with a banger. I'm going to end it with a banger. 8 sweet titles to check out and collect for your NES. First game on the list, Mario 3. Let's get right into it. So right out of the gate, the budget takes a pretty good hit at $1707 for Mario 3. I think it was money pretty well spent. It was a tough choice between Mario 3 and Mario 1 with Duck Hunt, because it's only like $5 and you get 2 games. But I think you're going to be going back to Mario 3 a lot more over the years. Don't get me wrong, I love Mario 1 and Duck Hunt, but there's a whole lot of game here. And the overall level design and presentation on this one are pretty much up tenfold, with more interesting enemies and a boatload of secrets to find. The game starts off easy enough, but the levels get harder and harder as you go, and make sure you save your lives even if you use the warp whistles for World 8, because you're gonna need them. You'll be biting your controller in frustration trying to get through the last world. All in all, I think all the Marios should be in any NES collector's collection, but if I only had to choose one, I would choose Mario 3. So next up on the list at 1025, we're going to be taking a look at Jackal. And this game is fun alone, but it's best with a friend. An isometric war-type game where the formula is simple. Kill the bad guys, save the good guys. And with being able to obtain and upgrade different weapons throughout the game, definitely adds depth as you'll have to use them efficiently to make it through each level. So my overall history with this game is really new. I just got it earlier in the year on a recommendation, and I'm happy I did. This game is action-packed and a super fun co-op. And at $10.25, I would highly recommend it for anybody's collection. So I had to include a sports title on the list, and I was glad to add Super Dodgeball. At $13.63, it's kind of pricey for a sports title, but when you pop it in, you'll see why. This game is arcade fun, and you get to knock your players all around the world with your crazy special balls, and they disappear and go around the world and go left and right and hit them and everything else. This game is super fun co-op. And with there being lots of great sports titles on the NES, this is the one I come back to year in, year out. So this is going to be my shmup for the list. And at $9.66, it's not too expensive. Sky Shark, in my opinion, is a pretty overlooked shmup. You got Gradius, you got 1943, both amazing shmups. Be sure to check them out. But on my list, I chose Sky Shark. This game hits hard and it moves fast. And there's some great music on this game. And you gotta appreciate being able to recall right where you left off when you die. I'm a pretty casual shmup player. I got a lot of them, I like them, but nowadays I don't really have time to practice new ones. So that's one thing that I really liked about this game. So next up at 10:44, we're going to be taking a look at Gauntlet 2. And if you're trying to get your dungeon crawler fixed on the NES, I don't think there's any better choice. Now, obviously this is kind of a poor port compared to the arcade, but I think it's a fun romp through with a second player, or 4 players if you can get the multi-tap. But despite the different look and feel of the arcade, it's still a Gauntlet game at its core. Kill the enemies, destroy the spawns, find the keys, upgrade all your equipment. This game's gonna keep you entertained for hours on end, making its way through its many levels. Next up on the list, the original Metal Gear. At $10.41, it still comes in pretty cheap. And this is a pretty interesting, unique game for the NES, because it's not your typical run and gun or your typical beat 'em up. It's a fusion of Ninja Gaiden and Double Dragon. You gotta go through stealthy, and sometimes you gotta go through hard. So you're gonna be very choosy about how you make your moves in this game. And even though this game can be amazingly frustrating with its dead ends, labyrinths, and constantly reappearing enemies, I feel like it's a very engrossing game when it comes to storyline and overall mechanics. There's not a whole lot of games on the NES that has as much depth and character as this one does. So for a racing game on the list, I chose Rad Racer. So if you're akin to Outrun, if you like Road Rash, this is along those same lines. This game moves fast, and it runs pretty smooth on the NES as well. It's got a lot of different changing environments, and you gotta watch your turns and watch your brakes, because they come fast. And beyond just being a fun and solid title, I think it's one of the more graphically impressive racers on the NES, with its many different landscapes and parallaxing backgrounds. For $4.40, I was happy to add it to the list. So coming in at $24 even, Battletoads is the budget killer for our list, and with good reason. In my opinion, this is the best beat 'em up on the console. Is this game hard? Yes. Is there friendly fire? Yes. But the fact that you have so many different ways to play this game, they have so many different types of things you have to do throughout this game, I love it. I've been playing this game since I was a little kid, and I still haven't beat it. I get a little bit further every time I really try. And this game is most definitely easier with just one player. But when you end up making it through a level with 2 players, it makes it that much more special. So that's going to be my list for 100 top games you could pick to start off your NES collection going into 2023. There's a whole lot more games with NES than was on this list. Many more than I could pick. I had a hard time making this list. I stayed up all night. Me and my girlfriend played the NES for many hours choosing. A bunch of games got bumped off the list. One of those games, sadly, was Zelda. I really wanted Zelda on the list. $24.50, it was hard to battle it. You know, that and Battletoads. I chose Battletoads because of the multiplayer aspect and the replayability because of how tough it is. Your list is going to vary from mine, and of course I want to know what all of you think. Please put your list below in the comments. I want to hear what you got to say about it. Until next time, I'm Mysticles. Stay safe out there.
Wanna put you in a